Welcome, foolish mortals.
Row 18, plot 20.
Hey, Butch Patrick here for Now It's Dark. I understand you guys are Munsters fans. That's a good thing.
Hey everybody, welcome to Now It's Dark. I'm Jim. Today I'm going to do a teaser trailer reaction video for the upcoming Rob Zombie The Munsters. Not sure how much everybody knows about this movie. It's been talked about at the early stages, but now it's coming out this year, supposed to be. I've heard different things that it was going to get a theatrical release and then it was not, and so right now The Munsters is a Universal Studios property, by the way, and so Rob Zombie isn't a bad fit for this, and I think a lot of the early concern was that it was going to be a travesty to the Munsters lore. But it doesn't look like that's the case. Let's watch the trailer. It's a very short teaser trailer, but pay particular attention to the faces and the body gestures. I wanted to do a thing where I put it small on the screen and I watched it with you, but I've watched it a few times already. And I want you to see it in full screen if you haven't already seen it. So take a look right now.
Well, now what?
Okay, so there's good and there's bad. Obviously, this is a franchise that has had a really successful short run on television. And it was so long ago that maybe there's going to be this new audience that's not going to be bothered by some of the things that us older fans are going to be kind of bothered by, or just like, I like the black and white opening. I kind of thought it was creative to reenact the opening of the television series with them coming through the door. But their facial expressions seemed a little like forced to me. Like they were trying to remember that they had to do their facial things. Sheri Moon Zombie is going to be Lily, Daniel Phillips is Herman, and Grandpa is played by Daniel Roebuck. I'm looking at Wikipedia because it has the most condensed information all at once for me. But it's supposed to be released theatrically, according to Wikipedia, in 2022. I'm assuming it's going to be an October release or early November. And it's also going to stream on Peacock. But then I think I also read something just the other day that it was going to be direct to Netflix and not theatrical release at all. So I guess that's still up in the air. I don't know how frequently Wikipedia updates. I don't use Wikipedia that often. Some of the other notable cast members, and then we'll get back into that teaser trailer. Sylvester McCoy is going to be playing Igor, and Sylvester McCoy was the 7th Doctor, if you were a Doctor Who fan. I'm particularly interested in Sylvester McCoy because I met him at a convention, and we had a great interaction with my kids and him, and it was a really fun interaction. Butch Patrick is listed in the cast. Pat Priest, who was one of the Marilyns at one time, I believe, is listed, and Cassandra Peterson, who is Elvira. So I see some of the other characters, and there were some characters that I was hoping was going to make it into the movie, like Uncle Gilbert, who was like the creature from the Black Lagoon. He's listed. But notably, what I don't see in the cast is a Marilyn or Eddie. So we'll have to see if some more updates come. So some of the things, like I said, I did like the black and white. I wish that the movie was going to be in black and white. I think that that would be a nice tribute to the show, and it would create that feel a little better for me. When you get to the color part of the trailer, I just didn't like the look. I like Herman's pants. I like the costumes. I did not like Sheri Moon Zombie's wig, her hair. It looked so much like a wig. The original Lily, Yvonne DiCarlo, had the white coming through, but it looks like Sheri Moon's is a split down the middle, kind of like a Cruella de Vil just grown out. Joan Marshall in the original TV series was in the pilot before Yvonne DiCarlo's, and she I think just had straight black hair, and that was too much like Morticia. I gotta tell you, it's gonna be really hard to watch this because the original actors, Fred Gwynne, Yvonne DiCarlo, and Al Lewis, are iconic, and they're synonymous with those characters.
Sometimes that is better.
But I'm really going to give it a shot. I'm going in with an open mind for it. I think it's hard when you're an older fan like this. It's kind of like I hate to make the comparison because it happens a lot, but when the Addams Family first came out with Angelica Houston and Raul Julia, I think there was enough time between, but there's been a lot of failed Munsters things that have happened over, the past years. So they've had TV movies and things like that just didn't do well. And they had the short-lived television series Mockingbird Lane that also didn't do very well. So I'm really interested in reading some of your thoughts on if you are excited about this or not excited about it, or if you think Rob Zombie's going to do it justice. I do believe, from what I've heard in interviews and things, like he's invested in this property. I think he wants to do it justice. So I'm not afraid that he's going to go too far off the rails. It's going to be more of a visual thing for me to get over more than anything else. The music looked good. The sets look good. I've seen behind the scenes set photos. Everything like that looks really decent. And I'm excited to see some cameos from people popping in and out. I'm curious what the story is going to be also, if it's going to be a retread of some of the more popular episodes, or if it's going to be its own unique story. So that'd be cool. But again, let me know down in the comments what you think of that trailer, and if you're excited or not, or if it just should be left alone. And thanks for watching, and subscribe if you're interested.
I would like to thank all the little people who work so hard to make this picture a success. I would like to thank them, but I really can't because I did it all myself.